What is something you think is underrated? I was in a really bad place. I was 19, living alone, and had just lost my job. I had no money, no family, and no friends. I was about to lose my apartment, and I was starving. I hadn't eaten in 3 days. I was walking home from another failed job interview, and I was so hungry I could barely stand. I was passing by a small diner when the smell of food hit me. I couldn't help it. I went inside and sat down. The waitress came over and asked what I wanted. I told her I had no money, but I was starving. I asked if there was anything I could do to earn some food. She looked at me for a moment, then smiled. She told me to wait there. A few minutes later, she came back with a huge plate of food. She told me it was on the house. I was so grateful I almost cried. I ate every bite. After I finished, I thanked her and left. I went home and started applying for jobs online. A few days later, I got a call from a company I had applied to. They wanted me to come in for an interview. I went in and I got the job. It paid well, and I was able to keep my apartment. I started saving money, and eventually I was able to go back to school. I graduated with a degree in computer science, and now I have a great job. I never forgot about that waitress. A few years later, I went back to that diner to thank her. She wasn't there anymore, but I left a $500 tip for the waitress who was working.